and represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Now for the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show. Cajun Country Rice. Rice from Louisiana farms to your table. Live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball starts now. From inside the booth with the call of the game, here is the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
We start another challenging week, beginning tonight as the 9-game homestand comes to an end, with the Colonels of Nicholls coming over from Thibodaux to take on your number 1 ranked Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair, along with Tiger champ Doug Thompson. Our straw stirring the drink back in the Capital One studios, Miss Alondra Villarreal, welcoming you to Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge for tonight's play-by-play story. Another in-state matchup for Jay Johnson and his Fighting Tigers before they travel tomorrow to start another Thursday through Saturday SEC series on the road against South Carolina. Nicholls, in an early battle atop the Southland Conference, tied for first with Incarnate Word, comes in 17-13 on the year, and as a program can boast 3 wins over LSU since 2009 during these midweek games. So you know the Colonels will give it their all tonight against the top team in the land. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. It's Tuesday night at the Box. It's Nicholls, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons for You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons for You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors. Together, we are partners setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Getting you ready for the first pitch of LSU baseball. We continue on the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at the box, LSU versus Nicholls, as Tigers getting set for another midweek game against the Louisiana foe. And time for Talking with Tigers. We're joined now by LSU first baseman and designated hitter Cade Beloso. And Cade, it's hard to believe we reached the halfway point of the regular season, 28 games in the books. You guys are 24-4. It's LSU's best record at this point in the season since 2013. Just your thoughts on the way that the first half has played out for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing some good baseball. We have a lot of confidence going on within the, locker room building right now. So just trying to keep that rolling, have even a better second half of the season and then on to the postseason.
You guys last weekend beat Tennessee 2 out of 3. It was a just tremendous crowd. And, of course, you having been here since 2019, a lot of folks were saying it was the best atmosphere since the 2019 Super Regional when you guys faced Florida State. Just your thoughts on the way the fans came out and how much of an impact it makes upon the way you guys play.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I will go on a limb and say that was the best, atmosphere since that Super Regional against Florida State. But, our fans have such a, big impact on the game, when their guys – when we have runners on and their guys and trying to make a pitch and, he can't even hear himself think like that. And, their guys are, 2 strikes, everybody's clapping when Skeens or Floyd or whoever's on the mound, and they're about to strike out and, they can't kind of focus on what's going on. I mean, it makes a big difference. We're so thankful for having the good fans here.
So the fact that you guys played a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series gives you Sunday off, and then you're able to practice yesterday on a Monday to get ready for tonight. How big of an advantage is that when you have that extra day where you can get ready for a midweek game?
I mean, yeah, just get your legs back under you. When you don't have that, you kind of just are, hoping guys did stuff on their off day or something like that. But when you have your off day on a Sunday, give guys an extra day of rest. And Monday we have a team practice and, focus on, maybe things that Nicholls does, or maybe if we're playing somebody else, maybe they like to run or something like that. You could kind of key in on stuff like that.
All right, Kay, we greatly appreciate it. Good luck to you guys. We'll look forward to the Tigers facing Nicholls tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Cade Beloso with us. Tigers getting set to face the Nicholls Colonels here at Alec Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. So stay with us. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
My husband had a gun. Him and his friends would go shooting. The ammunition, unfortunately, was not stored separately. In a million years, we never thought that Emily could. There's a hole in our family that can never, ever be filled.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too. Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
We are back on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show with LSU Fighting Tiger baseball on the way. First, time to take a trip around the SEC on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Nicholls and LSU getting together here at the box on this Tuesday night. Overcast skies. We'll get your full game day forecast presented by AccuTemp coming up in just a bit. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com. Time now to go around that SEC, presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? Let's start with the standings as we go into action this Tuesday. All but 2 teams on the diamond tonight. First, only one undefeated team in conference play. That's the Vanderbilt Commodores. They stand atop the SEC East, 9-0. Their conference mark 23-5 overall. South Carolina just behind them at 8-1, 26-3 their overall mark. Kentucky, the surprise so far this year, 8-1 in conference play. They are 25-3 on the season. Florida at 7-2, 24-5. Tennessee in the 5 spot, 4-5, still under 500 in league play, 21-8 their overall mark after losing 2 of 3 to LSU this weekend. Missouri 3-6 in league play, 19-9. Georgia just 1-8. The Bulldogs 15-13 overall. In the SEC West, LSU and Arkansas sit at 6-3. The Tigers 24-4, their overall mark. Razorbacks 23-5 on the season. Alabama at 3-6, 21-8. Auburn in 4th with a 3-6 record. They are 18-9-1 on the season. Texas A&M 3-6, 17-11 overall. Ole Miss just 1-8. They and Mississippi State picked up their first conference wins this past weekend. Both the Bulldogs and Rebels 1-8 in league play. Ole Miss 16-11 overall. Mississippi State 16-13. Taking a look at action on the diamond tonight, Georgia taking on Kennesaw State up near North Atlanta. It's 6-2. Georgia leads bottom of the third in that one. Florida hosting Bethune. It's tied 3-3. That one in the bottom of the third as well. Kentucky in Lexington tonight. They crack the top 10, number 10 in the land. They host Dayton, and the Wildcats off to a 2-0 lead, top of the second inning. Coming up at 6 o'clock, Alabama will host Troy in Tuscaloosa. Vanderbilt will host the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. That one getting started at 6 o'clock. Ole Miss will be on the road taking on Memphis out of conference. That's a 6 o'clock first pitch. Mississippi State will take on Grambling at Duty Noble Field starting at 6 p.m. UAB and Auburn getting together in Birmingham. That one a 6 o'clock first pitch. Arkansas and Ark State in Fayetteville tonight has been canceled due to weather. And Texas A&M and Texas State get together in Bryan College Station. That one first pitch 6 o'clock. And South Carolina, LSU's next opponent, they host number 13 North Carolina. So a top 15 matchup on a Tuesday night in Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, that one starting at 6. And of course LSU in the nightcap hosting Nicholls here at the box with a 6:30 start. That's a look around the SEC presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? Just a reminder, fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. Nicholls and LSU here at the box. We'll continue getting ready for the matchup. First pitch coming just around 6:32 Central Time. Take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Colonels and the Tigers when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Leading you up to first pitch of LSU baseball. Back with more on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. Time to break down the game's starting pitchers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Cruising along, leading you up to first pitch. Nicholls and LSU here at Alex Box Stadium. Tonight's game brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU: Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Colonels and the Tigers. With that, once again, to my left here in the broadcast booth, Tiger champ Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, the Colonels are going to roll out senior lefty Josh Mancuso. He'll make his 13th appearance of the year, Chris. Only the second start, though. He's 2-1 with a 6.28 ERA. In 14 1/3 innings, he's allowed 17 hits, 10 earned runs. He has 6 walks and 22 strikeouts, again, in 14 innings. The pitching staff is thin right now, used a lot of arms over the weekend, so Mancuso is a fastball, curveball guy. He's going to pitch backwards. He'll start off with the curveball. No other pitches, no changeups. It's fastball somewhere around 86 to 89 miles an hour. And for the Tigers, it's going to be Christian Little. No secret, he struggled a little bit his last 2 times out on the mound. Look for Jay Johnson to try to get him going tonight. I wouldn't be surprised to see Thatcher Hurd, Sammy Dutton, and a lot of those other guys, because it feels like, Chris, that Sunday role is kind of up for grabs. It may not be, but it sure feels that way. So Christian Little will make his 11th appearance of the year. This will be his 3rd start. In 17 1/3 innings, he's allowed 13 hits, 7 earned runs. He has 7 walks and 25 strikeouts. Little has the stuff to be dominant. Again, just been shaken up the last 2 outings. So hopefully the first thing that happens today, of course, other than the Tigers scoring a bunch of runs, is to see Christian Little have a crisp 1 or 2 innings, so he has full confidence going into this weekend.
Yeah, talking to Jay before the game today, he said, hey, Christian Little's going to start. He's going to get 30 pitches. If that gives us 6 outs, 4 outs, 2 outs, or 1 out.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Starting pitchers again for Nicholls, it'll be the senior left-hander Josh Mancuso, and as Doug mentioned, junior right-hander Christian Little will get the start in a limited appearance here in tonight's game. We'll continue with more. A reminder, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. What's in your wallet? Up next, we talk to Jay Johnson. His thoughts on the matchup headed into another challenging week for the Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Richard Zuschlaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair. The LSU Tigers excel due to great preparation, talent, and execution. Those same principles are what make National Trench Safety the leader in the trench safety equipment industry. National Trench Safety is recognized across the country as the trench and traffic safety specialist, supporting the equipment rental and engineering needs for the refining, chemical, pipeline, power, transportation, and municipal market. Visit ntsafety.com today for more details. Remember, if it's in the trench, over the trench, or around the trench, National Trench Safety has you covered. Go Tigers! Tigers are your team, and Super One Foods is your grocery store. They offer super low prices from the moment you walk in their door, starting with the hottest deals on their famous wall of values. You'll get super savings on fresh produce, meat cut fresh daily, and all of your favorite brands throughout the store. Shop Super One Foods online or in store for super low prices on game day and every day. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods.
This is Richard Zuschlaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
As we continue on the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show, it's time to visit with the top Tiger. This visit with LSU skipper Jay Johnson, presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics, on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the box, we start another challenging week for your LSU Tigers. They'll host the Colonels of Nicholls here tonight. Joining us before first pitch, head coach Jay Johnson. Coach, I mentioned to you earlier in the week during your radio show, this is a Nicholls team that has won 3 times against LSU since 2009. They're full of Louisiana players on this roster. This is a big challenge. You're going to get their best shot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's first-place team also at this point in time, and Coach Silva I have a lot of respect for. They play hard. They play the game the right way. The short week for them, too, with Easter. They're in contention to win their conference championship, so hopefully we get on them early and they start thinking about the weekend early in the game.
Speaking of a quick week, of course, this is the second week. You've got a Thursday, Friday, Saturday coming off of a Tuesday midweek. A little different in the fact that you guys got to travel this time to head to South Carolina. Talk at all about taking care of their time, their preparation, and getting ready for the next couple of days?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We kept everything the same yesterday as far as preparation and focus on this game. And then I think the key will be to get home and get a good night's sleep. We're leaving in the morning. I like to do that so they have almost a day and a half before a pitch is even thrown where we're acclimated, 1 hour time change, have their feet on the ground. And we've played well on the road, in the SEC over this year and few weeks. And we plan on continuing to do that this weekend.
Expecting to see Christian Little get the start. Again, kind of what's the goal for your pitching staff going into this game? What would we expect to see?
Yeah, with Christian, he's going to figure into the weekend plan, obviously, against South Carolina. So he will not throw more than 30 pitches. If that takes us to 3 outs, 4 outs, 5 outs, or 6 outs, that'll be the extent of it. And then you'll see a number of guys that we need to execute. Really happy with what Bryce Collins and Gavin Guidry did on Saturday. They'll be a part of the plan tonight, and a lot of guys need to execute for us to be successful.
All right, Coach, excited to be back at the ballpark. Best of luck. Get after him.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll take a timeout, come back at the starting lineups, and we'll get it started. Nicholls and LSU here at the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You ace vehicle history searches and test drives. You out-salesman the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart savings strategies, you have the info you need to get more out of your future. Aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to speed, brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
First pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball is just moments away. Time now for the starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Proudly helping Louisiana business stay clean, safe, and ready for the workday for over 40 years. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back with you here at Alec Box Stadium on a Tuesday night, getting ready for Nicholls and LSU. Ceremonial first pitch thrown out by Alexis Morris tonight. So we're just moments away from getting this underway. Time now to take a look at the Cintas starting lineup. First for Nicholls, coming in 17 and 13 overall. They are 4-2 in Southland Conference play. They will lead things off with Parker Cadu, the junior shortstop, I should say, batting .299 on the year. Zane Washington will be in right field. He'll bat second. He's a senior, batting .328. Edgar Alvarez will be at first base, batting third, a junior hitting .341. Gerardo Villarreal will be the DH. He'll be in the cleanup spot tonight, the junior batting .333 with 2 home runs on the year. Garrett Felix will bat fifth. He'll be in left field. McCrae Kendrick will be second baseman. He'll bat sixth. Austin Kane, the third baseman, a senior hitting .274, will bat seventh. Kate Turnage will catch behind the plate. He'll bat 8th, and Hunter LeBlanc will be in center field. He'll round out the lineup for the Colonels. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 24-4 their overall mark. They are 6-2 in SEC play and number 1 in the country unanimously. Gavin Dugas will lead it off again. The second baseman is senior, batting .333. Trey Morgan will be at first base tonight. The junior hitting .327. Dylan Cruz, .543 average. He'll bat third. He'll be in center field. Tommy White, the cleanup hitter, will be at third base. He's batting .372. Jared Jones, once again the designated hitter, the freshman with a .367 average. Josh Pearson in the lineup tonight. He'll start in left field. He'll bat 6. Jordan Thompson, the shortstop, will be in the 7 hole. Paxton Kling, another start, his 18th of the year. The freshman hitting .355 will be in right field. And Alex Milazzo will get a start tonight. His 5th of the season. He'll be behind the plate catching, and he will bat 9th. That's a look at the Cintas starting lineup. That means first pitch between Nicholls and LSU just moments away. We'll have that when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now, there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
17 SEC championships.
The flag 5 R's in the pitch.
34 NCAA tournament appearances.
Swung on and hit the right field. Way back there. Way back there.
18 trips to Omaha. 6 national titles. The powerhouse of college baseball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to Alex Box Stadium here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Set for some college baseball tonight. Tigers end a 9-game homestand with Nicholls before heading to South Carolina, take on the Gamecocks. Hopefully Thursday, Friday, and Saturday if the weather will agree. Speaking of weather, time now for your game day forecast presented by AccuTemp Services. Again, never suffer a power outage with a whole home generator from AccuTemp. Currently here in Baton Rouge, overcast skies most of the day, mostly cloudy in fact, but avoiding the wet stuff. Currently 83 degrees here at the ballpark. It'll be cloudy the rest of the night before we're done. Probably dip down to the upper 70s. So warm and muggy once again, but a little breeze here at the ballpark makes it a perfect night for college baseball. As again, Christian Little will get the start tonight for the Tigers. Nicholls will send to the plate Parker Cadu, Zane Washington, and Edgar Alvarez to get it started. I mentioned Nicholls 17-13 on the year. Off to a good start in Southland Conference play, a very solid baseball conference in Division I. Battling the top here early on the season with Incarnate Word, who they will take on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at home in Thibodaux after finishing up tonight here against the #1 ranked Tigers. Welcome into the broadcast on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the SEC Network Plus. Along with Tiger champ Doug Thompson, I'm Chris Blair. Excited to be back here. Bring you some LSU Fighting Tiger baseball. Pretty good crowd on hand for a Tuesday. As Little takes his final warm-up tosses. Both teams, Doug, what's interesting about this matchup is, you know, Nicholls wants to come in here and show out at the box against LSU. LSU's got to take care of business, obviously. And then both turn around and get ready for very important series. LSU traveling to Palmetto State to take on South Carolina, while Nicholls, as I mentioned, takes on the team they're tied with atop the Southland early in Incarnate Word. So you imagine both coaches are looking for a little something here from their teams tonight, regardless of the outcome.
Well, I mean, it's as old as time itself. I mean, any in-state rival that comes to the box, first of all, that one's circled at the beginning of the year in the preseason even. And Nicholls has had the Tigers' number here over the past, decade or so. They've won, more games than not. So that's what's fun about these in-state matchups. You're going to get the absolute best from that other squad. Nicholls is 17-13, so they're a pretty good ball club, coming in hitting .281 as a team. But it wouldn't matter. We've seen them come in here 3-17 and still give the Tigers all they want.
So we're ready to go as Parker Cadu stands in, a left-handed hitter. .299 average on the year. Is Little ready to fire, and a fastball swing and a miss, and we are underway. Time to first pitch, 6:32. Tigers tonight donning the white jerseys, white pants, purple pinstripes. The Colonels with black jerseys, gray pants, and red batting helmets, as the 0-1 misses outside from Little. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cadu in his freshman season in 2021 started 42 of 47 games. He's a veteran for this Colonel ball club. Last year was all Southland third team. As Little just misses with that one, maybe a bit outside, but that'll make it 2-1 now to Cadu.
Boy, those hurt in general, but when you know you only have 30 pitches.
2-1 delivery, a swing and a miss. Off-speed delivery from Little, evens the count 2-2. Jay Johnson telling us before tonight's game that wants to see some work from many an arm here for LSU tonight. Little going to get 30 pitches. This will be his 5th. With a 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Parker Cadu. Swing and a miss. Got him with a foul tip, but held on to by Milazzo. And Little starts off the game with a strikeout, a Super One Food strikeout. And there's one gone here in the top of the first inning. That'll bring Zane Washington to the plate for Nicholls.
Yeah, it may be Nicholls, but you got to think Christian Little, Thatcher Hurd, and others are looking at this as a much bigger outing. A little bit of a tryout.
First delivery to Washington, misses outside. He takes it. It's 1-0. Washington, a redshirt senior. Second team All Southland out of the outfield position last year. And was part of the all-defensive team in 2022. The 1-0. There's a strike after thinking about it. Michael Summers says that'll even it up, 1-1.
There's a breaking ball there. We've seen a fastball already at 95.
1-1. Hit back foul into the screen. Now a little ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Washington currently riding a 6-game hit streak for the Colonels. Right-handed hitter down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, top of the first. Little winds and fires. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Christian Little to start the game. 2 gone, another Super One Food strikeout.
Well, that's not exactly how he drew it up in his mind. You get away with that high breaking ball every now and then. It doesn't break. And that's even tougher for the hitter to deal with all that spin. So 2 strikeouts to start it off for Little.
So now we'll see Edgar Alvarez, another left-hander. First pitch at the knees, a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Alvarez hails out of Orlando, Florida. Started his college career at Seminole State. The 0-1. There's another strike at the knees. Almost same pitch. Nicely done by Little. Gets ahead 0-2. Little working quickly. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. This time inside with the breaking ball and 3 strikeouts. He strikes out the side to start the game. I see you, Christian Little.
Yeah, seriously.
3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. We played a half inning here at the box. No score. LSU coming to the plate Tigers will lead it off with Dugas, Morgan, and Cruz. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Gavin Dugas to lead it off for LSU to start the bottom of the first inning. No score as Christian Little doing good work. Starting pitcher for the Tigers fans. The first three batters he faces, 3 up, 3 down for the Colonels. First pitch to Dugas, missing outside from Josh Mancuso. And it's 1-0. Gavin Dugas coming off a really good weekend for the Tigers against Tennessee. Here's the 1-0. This is high and outside. Batted .333 against the Vols, 4 of 12, 4 runs scored. Had 2 doubles during the series. 2-0 pitch to Dugas. Strike on the inside corner at the letters, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and that got him to .333 on the season. It is 8th and 9th home runs.
2-1. Slap, base hit into left field. Jumped all over that one. And the leadoff man aboard for LSU. So nice start for the Tigers. Nice start for Gavin Dugas. And we'll see Trey Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan also banged it around this weekend. 429 on the weekend. 6 of 14. He had 3 doubles. And a couple RBIs.
So Morgan now batting .327 on the year. Dugas will take his lead off of first as Mancuso fires to the plate. There's a strike to set up Morgan. 0-1. Tiger fans, remember StubHub, the easiest way to experience every Tiger game. Check the virtual view, score your seats, get your tickets delivered instantly. StubHub, be there. The 0-1 fouled back into the screen. Morgan behind in the count, 0-2. Goes without saying, for those of you listening or watching tonight, both teams agreed to the 10-run rule in effect. Again, both teams with important series coming up 2 days from now, as this pitch down in the dirt, blocked up nicely by Turnage to keep Dugas at first base. He had to battle, get over there in the right side of the batter's box and put his body in front of it, chase it down. 1-2 now the count to Morgan. Wind blowing right to left here as we look at the flags. Straight away above the batter's eye in center field. The 1-2 to Trey. Jammed him and pops it up. Back behind the plate. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes as Morgan fights that off. Dugas led off with a single to left field. He's down at first, and now Mancuso going to toss over to keep an eye on him. Dugas yet to attempt a stolen base on the year, but a very smart base runner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morgan. Pitch to the plate. Ground ball going to be backhanded by Alvarez, the first baseman. He'll throw to Cadu, the shortstop, trying to turn 2, and it gets away from Mancuso covering at first. And Morgan on his way to second, and the throw is in time. to get the runner. Saw that this weekend. The throw gets away from the first baseman, but they're able to get to it quickly. And LSU, normally you would think that throw gets away, you got a shot, but a nice throw to second base.
Well, I'll teach you a little basic baseball here. Trey Morgan, you'll see here, he gets way down the line, almost to the grass. They'll tell you when you're running down the line to beat out an infield hit, break down as soon as you hit that bag, check to your right and see for the pass ball to avoid that big, long, looping angle back into second base. That's what got Morgan right there.
Again, it came right off the side wall above the first base dugout of the Tigers, came right back to Turnage, the catcher, who made the great throw down to second to get Morgan. So with 2 outs, we'll see Dylan Cruz. First pitch inside, gets away from Turnage. Second delivery low and inside, and it's 2-0 to Dylan Cruz. Cruz batting .543 on the year. Had himself a weekend. Batting .543 in SEC play. Went .545 against the Vols. Pitch low and inside. That'll make it 3-0. And you made the point finishing up on Sunday that a little early struggle for Cruz in the opening games against Tennessee, but as you put it nicely, hard to keep a good player down, and eventually Dylan showed out. The 3-0 pitch, strike just above the knees. That'll make it 3-1.
Yeah, like every time I see the average start to go back down to the 520s, I'm like, okay, here comes a little reality, and then right back up to 545.
3-1, hit hard but foul to the third base dugout. That'll fill the count now to Cruz. Again, Mancuso, the left-hander, going to throw the fastball anywhere from 86 to 89 miles an hour. And as Doug told you, he's got a curveball and he's got a fastball. See what he offers here to Cruz with a payoff pitch. On its way, another ground ball third base way, but foul. Still 3-2 as he challenged him with his fastball at 87.
Well, that's what he'll start early with breaking balls and try to zip the fastball in there late. And then when he gets to 3-2, he's kind of in a bind with a hitter like Cruz. Got to get him to chase one.
Another payoff delivery to the plate. Popped up in the air, not very far. As second baseman Kendrick just a step or two on the grass, playing with the wind, but able to hold on for out number 3 as Cruz pops out to the second baseman. So the Tigers come up with no runs, 1 hit. They leave nobody on. We go to the top of the second. We're scoreless here at the box. Colonels come to the plate next. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Excuse me, do you know the average time of one full inning at an LSU baseball game?
10 minutes. Half an hour?
I think 45 minutes. Actually, one inning in baseball lasts about 20 minutes. Any idea how long it takes to complete a mortgage application?
I'm going to go with an hour and a half. I think it's about 2 hours.
Probably a couple days.
Actually, at Assurance Financial, you can apply for a mortgage in less time than one inning. Wow. Find out more. Visit them at AssuranceMortgage.com. That's AssuranceMortgage.com. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 70876.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers get a leadoff base hit by Gavin Dugas, but unfortunately unable to make anything out of it. No runs on that one hit. They left nobody on there in the bottom of the first inning as the DH Gerardo Villarreal steps up. The first pitch fouls out of play right side. It's 0-1. Christian Little keeping a watch on that pitch count. He's at 13 pitches. Already a right-hander warming down in the pen for LSU. By design, by the way, in case you're just tuning in. There's the 0-1. In the air to center field. Cruz going back, and with plenty of room, he'll get under it for out number 1. Villarreal retired, one gone here in the top of the second inning. Fans get low-rate, long-term financing right now on powerful Kubota tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota. Now we'll see Garrett Felix, the left fielder. Junior batting .316 on the season, a left-handed hitter. Little, the right-hander, looks in. Will wind and fire to the plate. So inside low, got away from Milazzo, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Little mixing up his off speed with his fastball. 1-0. Fouled off the bat and off the leg of Felix, and it's 1-1.
I'd say Little certainly getting his money's worth. 12 strikes, 4 balls, and 16 pitches.
Felix stands back in. Little looks in. With 8 on the pitch clock. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back. Again, working ahead of hitters, 1 and 2.
He's just simply overpowered him. Like at this point, I haven't seen. Well, the one that Villarreal hit to center, that was hit pretty good. Other than that, not much.
The 1-2 stayed away. It's down in the dirt. They'll appeal to third. Eddie Newsom, or check that, Alex Ziegler, our third base umpire, says no. He did not go around, so that'll even the count 2-2. Will Helmers, by the way, the right-hander, warming for the Tigers down in the bullpen. 2-2 delivery to Felix. Again, drops in low and inside. That's going to fill the count 3-2. The Colonels have double barrel action down in the bullpen in left. Two left-handers warming right now. Payoff pitch from Little. Bouncer towards second. Dugas having to go over. High hop, backhands it. The throw is in the dirt, but Morgan digs it out at first for out number 2.
Never routine for a second baseman when he's on his horse, to the middle there, but he did a nice job of slamming on the brakes. And how great is Trey Morgan with that glove? Made that look easy.
You could see the trajectory as Dugas trying to hurry up the throw a little bit, threw it straight down. And again, you get nervous until you look over there and see Trey Morgan with the glove, and then you realize he's going to make the play. So with 2 down, we'll see Kendrick now. Little misses outside for ball 1, 1-0. Craig Kendrick Jr. hitting .280.
That's actually Josh Mancuso, the starter down there, the lefty in their bullpen. Actually, there's 2 lefties, but the one on the right-hand side is the starter.
2 outs, a 2-0 count to McCray Kendrick. Delivery misses low. Kendrick had ideas but held back. Now 3-0 the count. Little looks into the left-hander. Nobody on at 2 outs. The pitch. There's a strike right down the heart of the plate, and it's 3-1. Again, coming into the year, you had to consider Christian Little going to be part of the mix of this pitching staff, and was early on. Now 2 back-to-back midweek games getting the start. The 3-1. Did he go? Nope. And it's ball 4. Pitch was low. Kendrick again able to hold back, and he'll earn the 2-out walk. So a runner aboard for the Colonels here. That will bring Austin Kane, the third baseman, a senior, hitting .274.
Well, 25 pitches. That would mean this is likely the last hitter for Christian Little.
Kendrick takes his lead off of first. He's 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Sizable lead off the bag as Little comes to the plate. Rides in high, ball 1. Coach Jay Johnson now has made his way to the top step of the dugout. No doubt he's keeping an eye on that pitch count. Chance for Little to get this final out here. Runner at first. 1-0. Pitch to Kane, right-hander, misses outside and low. 2-0.
Chris, I want to wish a happy birthday to my good buddy Brian Hess. A belated birthday. hang out with him the other day a little bit. He is at home listening, and we appreciate him for that.
2-0. Got him to go down and chase it, swing and a miss. 2-1 as Kane dropped to a knee. Scoreless ball game here, top of the second. Nicholls with their first runner aboard. With 2 down, Little. From the stretch, 2 on the pitch clock. Runner goes. Pitch is low and outside. Milazzo fires, but a good jump by Kendrick. He's in there safe with a stolen base. His second of the year. Now the Colonels with a runner in scoring position. And a 3-1 count to Kane at the plate.
And what we assume will be the last pitch for Christian Little, number 30.
Elmer's ready to go down in the bullpen for LSU. Runner at second. Little fires the 3-1. Swing and a miss. So now with a full count, and that is pitch 30. Something tells me Jay Johnson's going to give him a little bit of leeway here to try to find this third out.
Yeah, finish this batter.
Kane readies the bat from the right side. 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the line and left. Pearson coming over and unable to make the play. On the bounce just inside fair territory by mere inches.
Wow.
And with 2 outs, Kane on a payoff delivery just places it fair down the line and left. And that will get Nicholls on the board to lead 1-0. Coming in to score is Kendrick.
Well, that was really a routine fly ball that started pretty much right at the left fielder. But if you could see the flag, the wind is howling from right to left right now. And it's almost like that ball drew all the way. It couldn't have landed any more perfect. And Josh Pearson can run. Is that Pearson out there and left? Yeah. That's the fastest player on the team, and he just could not track that ball down. It just kept pushing away from him. But what a terrible break there for Christian Little.
Tough break for Little, and Jay Johnson out there makes the change, a pitching change. Again, planned. That was the 31st pitch for Little. Coach Jay Johnson told us he would get 30, but unfortunately, Kane made him pay. A fair ball down the line, scoring a run. It's a 1-0 Colonel lead. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. 2 outs, top of the second. Will Helmers takes over. Back after this. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hey, Tiger fans. Don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard. The grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the second inning, Nicholls takes an early lead, 1-0. 2-out hit down the line in left field, an RBI double off the bat of Austin Kane. And now we'll see Will Helmers take over, a right-hander. Trying to find the third out. He'll face Cade Turnage, the catcher for Nicholls, and the first pitch from Helmers fouled off, and it's 0-1.
This will be the 5th time out for Helmers. He has worked 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. He has a walk and 7 strikeouts. Elmers was a freshman All-American.
Fouled off into the screen. 0-2 now the count to Turnage. Elmers, the Jesuit High product, delivers, and it's a swing and a miss. Got into Chase down low with the breaking ball, and Turnage down on strikes, and that'll end it for the Colonels. But they get 1 run. They do it on 1 hit. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Tigers come to the plate trailing 1-0. Tommy White, followed by Jared Jones and Josh Pearson. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the 2nd inning here at Alex Box Stadium. Nicholls coming in, leading early, 1-0. We get a run across with 2 outs there in the top half of this frame. And the Colonels electing to go with a new pitcher as well to start this bottom of the 2nd. It'll be Chad Hayes, the left-hander, taking over for Mancuso, who made the start. He'll face off against Tommy White, the Tiger third baseman, followed by Jared Jones and Josh Pearson. Again, 4, 5, and 6 due up for LSU. First pitch to White, missing high off speed at 75, and it's 1-0.
Chad Hayes is a junior out of Grove, Oklahoma. Comes to Nicholls from Coffeyville Community College.
White slams this one, but foul down the line and left, gets into the seats. Hopefully missed some fans out there as now they go chasing for a souvenir. 1 ball, 1 strike to White.
This is the 8th appearance of the year for Hayes. 6th out of the bullpen. He's worked 11 innings, allowed 16 hits, 7 earned runs. He has 4 walks and 12 strikeouts.
Big load and swing, but fouled it back into the backstop is White. Trying to time out that off-speed pitch from Hayes, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. White batting .372 on the year, .462 and leading off. Slams this one, goes right field, but foul towards the bullpen of the Tigers. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the season in SEC play, White batting .359. .250 this weekend against the Volunteers. Here's the 1-2. Again, foul ball. Laces that one down the third base line. Still 1-2.
Hayes is a fastball, curveball, slider change guy. He's got 4 pitches. Fastball 84 to 87. His curveball's in the low 70s. Sliders in the high 70s.
Here's the 1-2 to White. Sends it high to center field. Standing under it is LeBlanc. He'll wait for it to come down, and eventually it does as the wind will take him a little bit to his right, but he makes the play for out number 1. So White retired on the fly out to center field. We'll see Jared Jones. Jones had a great weekend, batted .500 against Tennessee, 4 for 8 with 2 runs scored. picked up yet another double on the season, his 6th of the year. They'll put on the shift here, will the Colonels, to the left side of the infield, to the right-handed hitting Jones, and the pitch misses low from Hayes, 1-0.
You know, all this time I thought, like, you just called him Bear because he's a big guy, and you were kind of putting that nickname on him.
No.
I met his dad the other day.
Here's a ground ball back to the mound. Ricochets off the mound, picked up by Cadu, and the shortstop spins and throws to first in time to get Jones. Excellent play by the Nicholls shortstop, who had to play it off the bounce on the top of the mound. Very Jordan Thompson-esque. Spun around behind the second base bag. Gets it over to Alvarez in time for the second out.
Felt like that got a little piece of the pitcher too. Did it?
May have gotten a little bit of the cleat, though he doesn't show it as the first delivery to Pearson misses outside. You got a chance to visit with George Jones?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Great Georgia Southern football player. Here's the 1-0. Strike at the belt. It's 1-1.
Could see that. A big man, called him Bear. That's when I realized that that wasn't your name for him.
No.
I feel like that's been like a long-term thing.
Here's a ground ball, and Pearson drives it down the first base line, but Alvarez playing behind the bag, able to glove it, step on the bag for out number 3. So, for the second straight inning, LSU, nothing to show for it. Only have 1 hit on the night. No runs, no hits, nobody touches base on the bottom of the second. It's still 1-0 Nicholls. We head to the top of the third. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox Internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with Internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now, there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the third, Nicholls leading LSU 1-0 here. Will Helmers continues after coming in with 2 outs there in the top half of the second. There's a swing and a miss to Hunter LeBlanc, the center fielder, a senior for the Colonels. Started his career at Southern Miss, played 2 years for the Golden Eagles. It's the 0-1 off the end of the bat, foul into the screen. Make it 0-2 after Southern Miss. Transferred to Jones College. Spent the 2021 season with the Bobcats before making his way to Thibodaux, Louisiana. The 0-2 from Helmers. Swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball. LeBlanc down on strikes. Helmers. Able to record his second punch out in relief. Another Super 1 food strikeout. Back to the top of the order. Parker Cuddu, who's 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim to Christian Little to start the game as Helmers misses low. 1-0.
I think it's safe. Well, do you think it's safe to assume that it's probably around 30 pitches for everyone tonight? Keep them fresh for the weekend?
I think so.
No, makes sense.
1-0, swing and a miss. Cuddu late getting around, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good. Gavin Guidry's starting to loosen up a little bit. 1-1
delivery. Just missed the outside corner. Nice pitch by Helmers. A couple of names, Jay was talking about was Gavin Guidry. Also mentioned last night on the show that Micah Bucknam's another guy he'd like to see get some work. This one driven down the line in left. And again, going to drop in fair, go off the track, off the wall, and a one-out double off the bat of Parker Cuddu. So with one out, Colonels again leading by one, have a runner in scoring position. And they seem to like that left field line.
I mean, all of it. They are just peppering that thing down there. You'll see this one if you're watching at home. That one barely landed foul. But that was more foul or more fair than the last one. That was tough to watch.
So Zane Washington bats for the second time. He also a strikeout victim to Little back in the first inning. Still trying to extend that hit streak. Washington with 6 games with a hit in a row. Got a runner at second. Helmers fires to the right-hander. Ground ball. Thompson going over to his left. Scoops it up. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Again, makes it look routine, but a good play by the shortstop, A, to get there to it. And again, make a good throw.
Yeah, 3 hops, fielded it, and threw a strike down to Trey Morgan waiting on a knee.
Edgar Alvarez also a strikeout as Little struck out the side to start tonight's game in the top of the first.
Boy, he was cooking early, huh? Only about 10 pitches to do it, too.
2 outs, runner at second. Pitch to Alvarez. Missed just outside, 1-0. Helmers set to throw his 13th pitch. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Low and inside. Breaking ball, and Alvarez stays away. 2-0 the count. Things are getting warm here in South Louisiana, but fans, remember, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on slow melt ice. Colder, cleaner, and longer lasting since 1997. So Alvarez will move on down to first base, intentionally walked by the Tigers here to get runners first and second. And that'll bring Jay Johnson out of the dugout after they intentionally walk the number 3 hitter. That brings Villarreal, the cleanup hitter now, but looks like Jay Johnson may make a call to the bullpen.
Yep.
And he does. So a pitching change coming up again for LSU, powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Colonels with runners first and second. See Gavin Guidry take over. Back to the box. LSU trailing Nicholls 1-0. This is Fighting Tiger baseball.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox Internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with Internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers!
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Freshman Gavin Guidry checks in on the mound for LSU. 2 down. Nicholls with runners first and second. They lead LSU 1-0. Guidry will take over for Will Helmers. came in to relieve Christian Little, who started tonight's game. Guidry we saw this past Saturday, one inning of work against Tennessee as he gets his final warm-up tosses here tonight.
Yeah, this will be the 5th time out for the former Bar Buck. He enters with a 2.70 ERA in 3 1/3 innings. He's allowed 2 hits and 2 runs, only 1 earned. He has 1 walk and 5 strikeouts.
So the cleanup hitter, Gerardo Villarreal, stands in. He flied out to Dylan Cruz in center field, his first at bat in the 2nd inning. He's got runners first and second, his team leading 1-0. Guidry's first pitch missing low and outside as Villarreal had ideas, but stays away, and it's 1-0. Cadu with a double down the left field lines at second base, intentionally walked Alvarez at first. Here's the swing and a miss. Couldn't stay away from this one. Now a throw down to third as Cadu took off, and the throw getting there late. He's into third base. So now runners on the corners with 2 outs. The 8th stolen base of the year for Parker Cadu. 1-1 the count to Villarreal. 329 hitter on the year. Guidry looks in. Right-hander with a 1-1. Low and inside. Ball 2. Objective for Jay Johnson is to win tonight's game, but he certainly is mindful of the arms he may need later this week at Founders Park. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Dropped off the table. Evens a count 2-2. Smaller park than we are used to here at Alec Box. Not the smallest park. But South Carolina tops in the country, tops in the SEC with 72 home runs. They are 18-0 at home.
Well, let's have to see about that this weekend.
Runners first and third with 2 outs. Guidry from the stretch. The 2-2 fouled off the bat of Villarreal.
Man, that wind is puffing to left field.
Seen it already play havoc.
Now it's certainly straight out to Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, it's moved the baseball quite a bit once it gets up in the airspace. 2-2, swing and a miss. Guidry with a Super 1 Food strikeout will end the threat for the Colonels here in the top of the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2 men on. 1-0 they lead. Tigers have 7, 8, and 9 due up. Thompson, Kling, and Milazzo. When we continue, this is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
My husband had a gun. Him and his friends would go shooting. The ammunition, unfortunately, was not stored separately. In a million years, we never thought that Emily could. There's a hole in our family that can never, ever be filled.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too. Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers come to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd. They trail Nicholls 1-0. The Colonels 1 run on 2 hits. The Tigers so far 1 hit. It was Gavin Dugas who led it off in the bottom of the 1st, but he was left stranded. As Nicholls again third inning. Third new pitcher taking over. Poirier now will step on the mound. Cole Poirier.
A lot of different DNA out there on that mound tonight. Cole Poirier making his 5th appearance of the year. He's gone 4 1/3. Allowed 8 hits and 5 runs. He has 3 walks and 2 strikeouts.
Jordan Thompson bats for the first time tonight. And Poirier fires a fastball high and inside. And it's 1-0. Thompson on the year batting .301, .368 when leading off the inning. Trying to get something going for LSU. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Evens it up, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Poirier with probably a good guest list tonight. Also plays in the outfield. He's a freshman, 6'3", 190 from Prairieville. Went to Santa Monica High School.
1-1. Missing high to Thompson. It's now 2-1. Stayed away and missed on the hands. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Thompson. Pitch from Poirier misses outside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk puts Thompson aboard. That'll bring up Paxton Kling, the freshman right fielder. Paxton with his 63rd plate appearance of the year. Going to be something special to be sure here at LSU before his playing days are done. Hitting .355, 21 of 62, 22 of 62 on the year. First pitch for Poirier way outside, and it's 1-0.
That's pretty dang special as a freshman, but that 167 average in the SEC might be the indicator that he needs another year to ripen up a little bit.
Throw over to keep an eye on Thompson from Poirier, and he's back safely. It's 1-0. I mentioned the dimensions at Founders Park. Again, not the smallest in the SEC. 325 down both left and right field. 390 straight away in Columbia. Here's the 1-0. Missing on the hands from Poirier, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Now compare that, obviously, the box. 330 down both left and right. 405 straight away center field. Runner at first, 2-0. Good eye by Paxton, blowing inside, making 3 balls, no strikes.
I'd say the hitters would say that's not that big a deal, and all the pitchers would be like, man, that's terrible. I can't believe it's that small.
3-0 delivery. Take is on. It's a strike at the knees. That'll make it 3-1. So now Kling can get ready to swing away. Runner at first, nobody out. Tigers down 1-0. Poirier takes his time, and now again will fire to first, and again Thompson is back. Runner goes, the 3-1 misses high, and it's ball 4. So now runners first and second for LSU. They've got something cooking now. So we'll see Alex Milazzo starting tonight behind the plate. A .385 hitter, his 27th plate appearance of the year. And before he will get to swing, we'll have a meeting on the mound coming up. And it looks like a change going to be made.
What's this, the 8th pitcher of the night already?
Mike
7th?
Silva makes the call. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Tigers down a run, 1-0. They've got runners first and second, nobody out. Milazzo coming to the plate. When we return, get back to action. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard, the grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach. working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for two to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU trying to threaten here, get on the board. They trail 1-0 to Nicholls here in the bottom of the third inning. Alex Milazzo coming to the plate. Runners first and second for the Tigers as Thompson aboard on a walk. Kling then walked by Poirier and back-to-back at-bats. And Milazzo will face a new pitcher for the Colonels.
It's going to be Gavin Gailey. Gailey, 6 foot, 175 pound, redshirt sophomore out of Boone High School in Orlando, Florida.
First pitch to Milazzo, squared to bunt, called strike, and it's 0-1.
Gailey actually one of the leaders on this ball club with a 1.64 ERA. This is his 10th appearance of the year.
Again showing bunt, this time the pitch way outside and high. Evens the count now to Milazzo, 1-1.
Gailey's worked 11 innings, allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, only 2 earned. He has 2 walks and 11 strikeouts.
The 1-1, bunt laid down, third base side. Kane coming in, his only play is to first. He'll throw there to get Milazzo, but Alex does the job. That advances Thompson to third, Kling to second, and with 1 out, the Tigers have 2 in scoring position. A chance to tie, possibly take the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Top of the order, Gavin Dugas, who led off with a single through the 6-hole back in the first inning.
Yeah, you'd love to take the lead, but with less than 2 outs and a runner at third, you've got to at least tie this game up.
First delivery to Dugas, slapped right over the head of Thompson, who had to drop down his foul down the left field line. 0-1 the count to Dugas. Pitch on its way. Dugas sends this one in the air to left field. Felix coming over. Deep enough, he'll make the grab. Thompson tagging up, and he will score, and Kling making his way to third where the throw went. Able to beat the throw. We're tied now 1-1. Sac fly RBI for Gavin Dugas. And with 2 outs, the Tigers have the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. We've got Trey Morgan.
That's Gavin's 3rd sacrifice fly of the year. You know, Chris, Gavin Gailey is actually the nephew of former Tiger Andy Gailey.
First delivery, strike to Morgan on the inside corner, nicely done. Off speed, and it's 0-1. Kling down at third. Pitch to Morgan in the air, but will find the seats left side out of play, and it's 0-2. Tigers started this inning. Thompson aboard on a walk. Paxton Kling then walk. Made the pitching change. Milazzo would advance the runners on a sac bunt. And Dugas sac RBI to fly ball to left. As the pitch gets away from the catcher turnage, and this will allow Kling to step on home plate. And the Tigers take their first lead of the night. It's 2-1 on the wild pitch.
Well, there you go. They both come in after Dugas gets it done with the sac fly.
So now the base is empty. A 1-2 count to Morgan. with 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch to Morgan in the air to left field. Felix on the track. Felix at the wall, can't make the grab. It comes off the wall, and Morgan standing in with a 2-out double is Trey Morgan. And his 8th double of the year. What about this LSU team and striking late in innings? And Morgan not ready to go just yet, as that'll bring Dylan Cruz to the plate, who popped out to the second baseman Kendrick, his first time up in the 1st inning.
That was a tough play out there for Felix, and it wouldn't have been tough with no wind, but that wind just kept pushing it to the outfield. And you could see totally misjudged it because of that wind, but Morgan, with his 8th double of the year, will certainly take it.
So now we'll see Cruz. Morgan down at second base. The pitch just about caught him, just missed. It's 1-0.
So Gavin Gailey, the pitcher right now, his father was a catcher, Allen, 1986 for LSU, and as I mentioned, his uncle Andy actually holds a school record.
1-0 to Cruz. Strike on the inside corner to even it up, 1-1.
Which is, get this, 79 walks in one season in 1987. Andy jokes that Coach Burton used to make him take till he got 2 strikes every at bat. And even sometimes would make him bat left-handed against pitchers who had trouble throwing strikes to lefties.
This one missing outside, 2-1 now to Dylan.
Andy was a right-handed hitter. I don't know if I believe them all, but I do believe 79 walks in one season is a whole bunch of them.
2-1 the count to Cruz. Runner at second with 2 outs. The pitch, and on the hands and fouled back. Evens the count 2-2. Dylan readies the bat. The 2-2 pitch to the plate. Missed inside. That'll fill it up, 3-2. Dylan last week projected to be the first overall pick. He and Paul Skeens at this point battling two of the top in the land. Here's the payoff pitch. Missed low. Great eye by Dylan. He's aboard on a 2-out walk. It's his 30th walk of the season. Still got a ways to go
to catch Andy. Yeah, got a ways to go, but I've seen crazier things happen, especially as we get to the postseason and guys start intentionally walking it.
So now we'll see Tommy White. White flied out to the center fielder LeBlanc back in the 2nd inning.
It's a question I've never asked Andy. How many of those were intentional walks?
First delivery inside. As White skips out of the way, and it's 1-0. Tommy, 3rd leading hitter for the Tigers so far in SEC play. This pitch sails outside and high. Make it 2 balls, no strikes. Batting .447 this season with a runner in scoring position. And .385 with 2 outs in the inning. With 2 gone here, runners first and second. White slaps one to center field. LeBlanc going back to the wall. See ya! Tommy White with home run number 9. A 3-run variety, and the Tigers not only take the lead in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs, they add to the lead.
Yeah, he might not have locked the leather off that ball, but he dang sure loosened up the seams a little bit. I didn't know if that thing was ever going to come down. In fact, I was kind of surprised to see it fall in front of the batter's eye.
Straight away center field. It's now 5-1. Whew. Again, with 2 outs in the inning, LSU able to get the first run in on a sac fly RBI. Then a wild pitch scored the 2nd run. And Tommy White Brought in Morgan and Cruz. First pitch to Jones, misses outside, 1-0. Back to the conversation about the nickname Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's been around for a long time because he's a big human being.
Yeah, I would go with Moose, but Bear works too.
Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air, foul territory up the first baseline. Alvarez coming in, and he will have it for out number 3. But the Tigers get on the board in a big fashion. 5 runs on 2 hits, including a 3-run homer from Tommy White. They now lead Nicholls 5-1 as we head to the top of the 4th. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Now batting in the cleanup position, Jenny King, the king of clean.
Tiger fans, Janny King is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and even more proud to provide you, the players, and every fan that comes to a game here with a healthy stadium that has been cleaned by our team of professionals. Let us clean and disinfect your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger Athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers!
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Colonels came in, took an early lead, 1-0 top of the 2nd, but LSU 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, highlighted by a 3-run blast to center field off the bat of Tommy White. They now lead 5-1 as we reach the top of the 4th inning. Leading things off for the Colonels, Garrett Felix takes the first pitch. Gavin Guidry fouls it down the left field line. 0-1 the count to the left-handed hitter. Felix, ground ball out to Dugas back in the 2nd inning. Guidry's 0-1, foul back into the screen, and it's 0-2. Had a great time last night. TJ Ribbs for the Jay Johnson Show. Hope you'll join us again this coming Monday. If you can't make it out, you can tune in on Eagle 98.1 in Baton Rouge and on the LSU Sports mobile app. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Felix, and fastball from Guidry misses outside. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Tigers started the night with Christian Little. Struck out the side to get this game started as the 1-2 pitch from Guidry short of the plate evens a count to Felix now, 2-2. So Will Helmers for an inning. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So our 3rd pitcher of the night, Gavin Guidry, the freshman. Product of Barb High School. 2-2. Little tapper, thought it was foul. It is foul. It came off the bat and the leg of Felix as it rolls up the first base line. And a great crowd here, as you would expect. A lot of folks from the Thibodaux area making their way to the box tonight. A great group of Tiger fans getting out here to see their number 1 team. 2-2 sent back into the screen again. That'll keep the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
What do we have down there in the bullpen? Let's see. Thatcher Hurd. No, that's Dutton. Slamming Sammy.
2-2 off the end of the bat towards 3rd. A nasty hop right in front of Tommy White. Catches and clips the top of his glove, but makes its way out into shallow left field. So aboard will be Felix. See how they score this one again. A 1-hopper Had some spin on it. White was trying to judge the height, maybe had the glove just a little too low. That'll bring Kendrick to the plate. Got a board on a walk.
E5.
Came in to score that first run for the Colonels. There's a swing and a foul tap. And it's 0-1. So they rule a fielding error on Tommy White. First error of the night for LSU. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Kendrick gets it by to get ahead 0-2.
Only the 13th error of the year. This game 29. I think we would have taken that if somebody would have made that deal at the beginning of the year.
Oh, I think so. Runner at first, nobody out. Kendrick behind in the count. The 0-2 from Guidry. Swing and a miss. Gavin records his second Super One Food strikeout. Kendrick nowhere close on that swing. And gets the first out here in the top of the fourth inning, which will now bring Austin Kane to the plate. Kane had the double to drive in the run back in the second inning, just inside the left field line. Quick throw over by Guidry to see if he can catch Felix napping, but he's able to get back.
Former Tiger that Guidry reminds you of?
First delivery as the batter squares to bunt, but it's down in the dirt. Rule at ball one as Milazzo had to get out there and smother that one up.
In your time.
Talking pitching style, velocity,
pitching,
stature.
Kind of stature, all of it really.
Quick throw over to first again.
Literally all of it.
Walker?
No. Give you one more guess.
Runner at first, one out. Again squaring to bunt. Nice bunt up the third base line. Guidry will pick it up. He will throw to first. Get the second out of the inning.
And plays like that and the one he made down the line this weekend made it look like he was a shortstop his whole life, which he was, is what makes me think of this guy.
A pitcher.
Yeah. Slash infielder.
2 outs now.
But a pitcher most of his career.
The runner to second, so a runner in scoring position, as we'll see. Cade Turnage, catcher for the Colonels, and the first pitch from Guidry, a called strike. 0-1. Going to come up empty on trivia tonight.
I don't even want to say it because you're going to be like, gosh, dog it.
There's the 0-1. Short of the plate. Milazzo has to track it up the third base line, and that's plenty enough for Felix to cruise into third base.
I'm picking up some Bain train vibes. A little Austin Bain out there. No? Maybe he's a little taller, maybe a little thinner, but Bain was too as a freshman. And they're both athletic pitchers that could play the middle infield. Fastball's about the same. Just some similarities.
Here's the 1-1. That's a strike. Get ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now we just got to see if Guidry can get up there and hammer doubles left and right.
Well, I mean, yeah, will he do that his senior year out of nowhere? That's all that's left. You got to pitch your first 3 years, and your senior year, you just got to be all SEC second base. That's all.
2 outs, runner at third. The 1-2, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Guidry with his third Super One Food strikeout, and the Colonels strand a runner at third base. No runs, no hits. 1 error committed by the Tigers. They lead 5-1. They come to the plate in the bottom of the fourth with Pearson, Thompson, and Kling 6, 7, and 8. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. You out-salesmaned the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll have the info you need to get more for your future. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to speeding past financial challenges, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, LSU now leading 5-1. Again, it'll be Pearson, Thompson, and Kling due up for the Tigers. New pitcher Trent Hillen takes over for the Colonels.
Yep, Trent Hillen, 6'3", 220 pounds. He's a redshirt freshman out of Morgan City, which is Central Catholic. And for Hillen, let's see. This is outing number 3. 1 inning so far, 3 hits, no runs.
First pitch is going to be lifted in the air by Pearson, shallow center field. Coming in, Hunter LeBlanc has it for out number 1. That will bring us to Jordan Thompson. Thompson got aboard on a walk. Eventually came around to score for the Tigers. A sac fly RBI from Gavin Dugas in that 5-run bottom of the third. By the way, we mentioned Sam Dutton was warming earlier. Now Thatcher Hurd throwing down in the bullpen. It's the first pitch to Thompson. Belt high for a strike. Fastball from Hillen, and it's 0-1. 0-1 to Thompson. Outside, escapes the grasp of Turnage. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, but you know, I've seen Thatcher Hurd now 2 or 3 times throwing down there. It's kind of weird.
Here's a ground ball foul at third base side, just beyond the third base dugout. Thompson behind in the count 1-2.
Unless Dutton was maybe just getting a bullpen in.
1-2 to Jordan. Missing high, evens a count 2-2.
About that average for Jordan Thompson, up over 300.
2-2 pitch, skies this one. Going back, Kadu, the shortstop, having to weave and eventually dropped the baseball. Got in the glove. He was turning around, the wind playing havoc with that one on its way down. You could tell he was having a little bit of duress. Spun left, spun right, then maybe hit the outer part of the glove, but falls harmlessly into left center field. And of course, with the speed, Thompson, after the ball made its way to the grass, he's standing at second base.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cotto can play shortstop. We've seen him now for a couple years. That kid could catch 98 out of 100 of those just normal, right? And if we could show you the wind, you would understand what they're dealing with out there. But no pop fly today is routine.
So the first pitch to Kling gets away from Turnage. Went out in front of the plate. Thompson, a heady base runner, read the pitch, saw the recoil, and made his way to third. So Tigers now with a runner just 90 feet away with 1 out. Paxton Kling at the plate and a 1-0 count.
There's the flags.
Hillen fires the 1-0. Fastball misses high, 2-0. So Thompson reaching on fielding error by the shortstop. Again, as Doug reiterated, no such thing as a routine fly ball tonight. This one missing low to Kling, and it's 3-0. Saw that a couple of times this past weekend with a blustering wind here at the box. 3-0 pitch to Kling. In the air, another pop fly. This
Not
time,
routine.
Alvarez, the first baseman on the infield grass near the mound. He's able to take both hands and corral the baseball in the mitt for out number 2. We'll leave Thompson at third base and bring Alex Milazzo to the plate. Milazzo advanced the runners second and third, laid down a bunt. Sack bunt, third base side. His first at bat in the third inning.
Well, there will be no bunt here. I guess he could try to drop one down the third base line with the third baseman played way back there, but I bet he's swinging.
First delivery from Hillen. Fastball missing high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-1 LSU leads, 5 runs on 3 hits. The 1-0. Outside again to Milazzo. 2 balls and no strikes.
Man, this guy's one of those ones I just find myself pulling for just a little bit more every time he gets his chance.
2-0 pitch.
Watch
Look out. Had to duck down out of the way there.
It looked like it went through one ear hole out the other.
3-0 the count.
Whoa.
In fact, all of us want to send best wishes to Josh Smith, who unfortunately hit by a pitch last night for the Rangers, as that's a strike on the 3-0 delivery. 3-1 now. Scary thing to see.
Oh man, it's a scary thing to be a part of, to watch all of it. It's awful.
3-1, slap to left field, base hit. That'll drive in a run. Milazzo gets it done with 2 outs, and the Tigers extend their lead 6-1. Thompson coming in to score. Yep, you were right. Milazzo swinging away. Continuing to up that average when he steps into the box.
Love to see him succeed. Well, Dugas, by the way, in the first inning, Cruz and Morgan have all extended their reach base streaks. Cruz is up to 28 games now, Dugas 27, and Morgan 27.
That one gets loose from Hillen way outside. No chance for Turnage to get a glove on it. And Milazzo, the wise catcher, runs down to second base. So again, the Tigers adding a run here with 2 outs in the inning. Threatening again with a very hot hitter in Dugas at the plate, who's batting .368 with 2 outs in the inning and .357 with runners in scoring position. Pitch, ground ball, base hit down the third baseline. That'll bring Milazzo in from third. Dugas on his way into second, an RBI double. It's now 7-1 LSU.
Stay right there, Mr. Dugas. Stay right there when you're headed to Columbia this weekend.
27th ribby of the year for Gavin Dugas. Again, the Tigers played another run with 2 outs.
First baseman, Trey Morgan.
Now Morgan to the plate. He had a double back in the third inning. First delivery going to hit him. Oh. 87 miles an hour. Going to feel that one, but he will trot down to first base. So now runners first and second after the hit batter.
Excuse me, how fast did you say?
87.
Oh, I thought you said 97. I'm like, wait a minute, I missed something.
No.
I looked at the scouting report for all the pitchers, and there's not much of that.
So,
speaking of new pitchers,
that will bring Mike Silva out of the dugout.
3, 4, 5.
Waiting for him to make the signal to the bullpen as he comes out to visit with Hillen. Tigers now with 2 runs scored with 2 outs, 2 hits, 1 error committed by the Colonels.
If they make the move here, this will be the 9th pitcher of the night, 6 for the Colonels, and the Tigers have had 3.
Silva having a conversation. He's yet to indicate making a change as of yet. As our home plate umpire, Michael Summers, out there to help precipitate whether or not Hillen will leave, and he won't. He'll remain on the mound here. So just a pep talk from Mike Silva. Trying to keep this game within reach here. Plenty of baseball left. Again, the 10-run rule in effect tonight after 7. Agreed to by both head coaches. And here comes Dylan Cruz. Cruz, as Doug mentioned, extended his reach base streak. Looking for his first hit tonight aboard on a walk. Came in to score after the Tommy White home run to center field. First delivery misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners first and second with 2 outs. The 1-0. Strike inside corners. Cruz had ideas.
Oh, he wanted that one.
1-1 the count. Dugas at second, Morgan at first, hit by a pitch. The 1-1 to Cruz. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Cutto will toss to Kendrick, covering at second for out number 3. But LSU adds to their lead. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error committed by the Colonels, and the Tigers leave 2 men on. It's 7-1. LSU back after this. Fighting Tiger baseball.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
7-1, LSU leads Nicholls. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Fans just like the winning lineup. Cintas has the all-star services for all your business needs. Everything from uniforms to kitchens and restroom solutions. Get ready for the workday with Cintas. Center fielder Hunter LeBlanc will lead things off. Strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning as Thatcher Hurd takes over for the Tigers. 4th pitcher of the night for Jay Johnson and company. And the first pitch, slap foul into the screen behind the plate. And Hurd starts him off 0-1.
Yeah, for Thatcher Hurd, this is his 8th outing of the year, but the first out of the bullpen.
The 0-1 popped him up. Foul territory. Milazzo near the on-deck circle, 3rd base side, able to navigate the wind, make the grab for out number 1.
Thatcher enters the game with a 6.26 ERA. He's 2-1 this year. He's worked 23 innings, allowed 25 hits, 16 runs. He has 17 walks, which is the surprising one, with 32 strikeouts.
Get a tough outing on Saturday against Tennessee.
Yeah, that was about as tough as it gets.
Cutto at the plate. First pitch, a strike from Hurd. Again, going to be in the mix here. Going to be able to contribute to the Tigers this season. There's no doubt. Too talented a young man in Thatcher Hurd. The 0-1. This is low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jay Johnson giving him a chance to maybe build a little confidence here. Find that strike zone, which has eluded him at times in SEC play. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Thompson behind the second base bag, grabs it. The throw up the line at first. Morgan couldn't get to it. Thompson trying to make a valiant effort to get to that one. Hit pretty good across the mound and able to get a glove on it.
Yeah, that's a hit for
throw.
me. That's a hit for me. I mean, Thompson getting there was awesome. Don't get me wrong, but that's asking a lot for a shortstop to make that play clean.
It will be an infield single For Cudu, and one out. Colonels with a runner aboard. We'll see Zane Washington 0 for 2. Hurd to the right-hander. It's a ground ball, this time out of the reach of Thompson, who dove for it into left center field. Cudu able to get around second, make his way to third. So the Colonels now, with one away, have runners first and third. Two solid ground balls, back-to-back batters. That one just out of the reach of Thompson.
Yeah, they're just hitting him right where he can't make the play right now. That was actually a pretty good pitch, a slider low and at the knees on the outside corner. Very frustrating. All you can do if you're Thatcher Hurd is try to roll another ground ball.
So now Alvarez, who's 0 for 1, aboard on a walk back in the third. It was a strikeout victim to Little there in the top of the first inning when the Tiger starter struck out the side. First delivery from Hurd, missing for ball one. Cudu at third. Washington at first. Pitch misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Washington, by the way, extends his hit streak to 7 straight games.
Start scrambling around down there in the bullpen now. Double barrel action, 2 right-handers.
2-0 delivery. Low for ball 3. 3-0.
That's Bryce Collins and Sammy Dutton.
Runners take their lead, first and third. 3-0 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. 95-mile-an-hour fastball will make it 3-1 to Alvarez. Back-to-back base hits for the Colonels. The 3-1. Sent back foul into the screen. Gives us a moment to pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Your home for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. The LSU Sports Radio Network. And streaming on the LSU Sports mobile app.
Back inside the booth here on this Tuesday night. 7-1 LSU leading Nicholls as the 3-2 pitch high and inside ball 4. That'll load the bases. So with one away, the Colonels, first time tonight, they put 3 on. That will be Villarreal, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a flyout.
It looks like Dutton will be next because he's on the rubber already pitching, while Bryce Collins is still not yet to the rubber.
Cudu at third, Washington at second, Alvarez on the walk at first base as Hurd fires a strike to make it 0-1 to Villarreal. Colonels tonight 4 of 17 at the plate, 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. They have the bases loaded here. The 0-1 in the air, right center field. Kling coming in, not very deep. He'll make the grab, tagging up is Cudu. The throw will be cut off by Morgan. Coming in to score. Second run of the ball game on the fly ball out to right center field. Washington advances on the throw to the infield. He'll make his way to third. So now runners first and third. Second out of the inning.
Well, it wasn't the best outcome, but pretty good to get the 2 outs, especially with a 6-run lead.
We'll see Garrett Felix now, who's 0 for 2. Ground out, got a board on an error. A ground ball to Tommy White at third. Last time in the 4th inning, the pitch from Hurd well outside. 1-0 to start off Felix.
Yeah, they're really working Hurd to pitch backwards in this game, or this outing. That was 3 in a row that he started off with a breaking ball.
Here's the 1-0 to Felix, the left-hander. Low and inside, ball 2, 2-0. That'll bring Wes Johnson, the pitching coach, out. Calls for time. He'll sprint out to visit with Thatcher Hurd and the Tiger infield. Visit your local Kubota dealer. See why Kubota, the #1 rated reliable tractor under 100 horsepower in the U.S. of A. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota. Quick talk there by Wes Johnson. Meeting all breaks up.
Yeah, he had some questions there from Milazzo about Hurd's stuff. Maybe some signals to get straight, but whatever it is, looks like they've got it sorted out now.
Washington off third, Alvarez off of first, and the fastball at 94 way upstairs. It's now 3-0 the count to Felix. 7-2 our score. The Colonels with a run in on 2 hits. 3-0 pitch. Misses outside. Again, the bases will load up. Hurd offers his second base on balls of the inning.
Yeah, this is not the outing that Thatcher Hurd was hoping for. Maybe more importantly, Jay Johnson was hoping to see.
So now Washington at third, Alvarez at second, Felix at first base with 2 outs. Here comes Kendrick. First delivery, fastball for a strike, 0-1. The pitch from Hurd to the plate. High for ball 1. Tiger fans, get ready to taste victory with a Victory Grill from Barbecue Guys. You can get your Victory Grill today. You'll become a backyard barbecue champ at bbqguys.com. 1-1 to the plate. Fouled back and out of play. Hurd now in the driver's seat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kendrick aboard on a walk in the second inning, scored the first run for the Colonels. The strikeout victim in the 4th. Righty on lefty matchup here. Bases loaded, 2 down. The 1-2. Just missed the inside corner. Nice looking pitch from Hurd. Not giving that time. Michael Summers, our home plate umpire, evens the count 2-2. Bases loaded, the 2-2 delivery. High and inside, fills the count 3-2. Now Thatcher with nowhere to put it. Here's the payoff delivery, and it's fouled off the bat and then off the leg, and dropping quickly is Kendrick, who is in quite a bit of pain as he slowly makes his way to his feet. Mike Silva going to come out and check on
right Kendrick. Inside that front knee.
He's down on one knee now as the trainer will come out to take a look. That was quite a crack off the bat, and then he dropped immediately.
I mean, immediately. He's having trouble standing back up. There he is. That's a wicked limp, though. They're going to have to give him a minute. A couple games have gone final around the SEC. Georgia was at Kennesaw State tonight. They get the win 6-4. And Florida defeated Bethune-Cookman in Gainesville by a score of 8-4.
So Kendrick, step back into the left side of the box here. The bases loaded. Still seems to be in quite a bit of pain as Hurd fires, and it's a cold strike 3 inside corner. Hurd with a big, loud strikeout, his first in relief. Colonels 1 run, 2 hits, but they leave 3 men on. 7-2 LSU leads. Bottom of the 5th coming your way. It'll be Tommy White, Jared Jones, and Josh Pearson. We continue. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for two to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU comes to the plate, bottom of the fifth inning. They lead 7-2. Colonels took a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. LSU would get it started in the bottom of the third, plating 5 runs. Tommy White with his 9th home run of the year, a 3-run blast to center field. Tigers added 2 more in the bottom of the fourth, and Nicholls 1 run on 2 hits. In the top half of this frame is Tommy White, the aforementioned, will lead it off. 1 for 2 tonight with that 3-run bomb to center. Facing Chase Richter, new pitcher in for the Colonels, and the first pitch off speed and in the dirt, 1-0. Delivery, swing and foul back into the screen behind the plate, 1-1.
Richter, the lefty, a redshirt sophomore out of Cypress, Texas. Comes to Nicholls out of Northeast Texas Community College.
1-1 to White. Low and inside. 2-1.
This is only the second out of the year for Richter. He's worked 2/3 of an inning, no hits allowed yet, 1 walk and no strikeouts.
2-1 pitch to White. Swung on, high in the air. Left center field, but looks like it's playable. And coming over to make the play is Felix in left, and White retired. 1 gone. That'll bring Jared Jones, who's 0 for 2. Big right-hander. Stand in with 1 out. The Tigers have done plenty of damage with 2 outs in the inning tonight, as we've seen many times here in 2023. First pitch to Jones. A strike at the knees with a fastball from Richter. 0-1. Shift on to the left side of the infield for Jones, the right-handed hitter. That pitch off speed, down around the ankles. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1, way out in front. Big swing, but falls behind 1 and 2.
Wouldn't you love to see him just catch one as hard as he can hit it with this wind?
1-2 pitch. There he does. High in the air to left field. This baby is out of here. Did that one go over the Hancock-Whitney sign?
It hit the very top of it and bounced over the scoreboard.
Jared Jones got that one. His 9th home run of the year. And the Tigers make it 8-2.
They say it went 432 feet, 106 miles an hour off the bat. That ball was hit.
Tigers with their 2nd home run of the game. Now we'll have a pinch hitter coming in. Aiden Travinsky pick up a bat.
Another guy can hit one over the scoreboard.
No bat for Josh Pearson in the 6th spot.
No home runs yet for the big guy.
First delivery down in the dirt, 1-0. Travinsky readies the bat. Richter, the left-hander, fires to the plate. That one too low, and it's 2-0.
It looks like Bryce Collins will be the next pitcher. It looked like they were going to bring in Dutton if they needed to for Hurd, but Collins will start the next inning.
Travinsky swing and a miss on a pitch inside and low. It's now 2-1. Good eye. Down below the knees and inside. It's 3-1.
Maybe a little blast off here.
Pitch to the plate. Swung on, fouled out of play. Move the count 3-2. This is the 8th plate appearance of the year for Travinsky. We've seen behind the plate catching defensively as we did a year ago. 3-2 pitch. Bouncer foul, third base line. Still 3-2.
Busy night around the SEC. Only 2 teams taking the night off. That's Tennessee and Missouri. Everybody else is playing some ball, and so far the SEC looks pretty good.
Another payoff pitch to Travinsky, and this one rifled to left center field, and this one going to come off the wall. Off the man-to-meet side, Travinsky with a stand-up double with 1 out. That's Hayden's first double of the year. Keeps the momentum going for the Tigers. So we'll see a pinch runner come in for Hayden. It's like Josh Stevenson.
Yep.
Running at second base for LSU, number 23.
Kentucky and Dayton were all tied up about an inning ago. They're in the bottom of the 6th now. Kentucky leads at 6-4. Alabama out in front of Troy and Tuscaloosa 9-2. That one's also in the bottom of the 6th.
Jordan Thompson to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's reached base on 2 occasions, 1 by error and 1 on a walk. First pitch is strike.
The only remaining unbeaten team in conference play, Vanderbilt, leads Western Kentucky. They're throwing a shutout in the top of the 7th. It's 5-0. Vanderbilt is at home tonight.
The 0-1 delivery. Outside in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher, Turnage. Get a glove on it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Ole Miss Rebels, who are 1-8, got their first win in conference play this last weekend. They're in Memphis. In the bottom of the 7th inning, lead at 7-1.
Cody Livingston, the pitching coach for the Colonels, now out of the dugout. He'll go to the mound here. Talk with Chase Richter. A 1-1 count to Thompson. Runner in second. Tigers already adding to the lead with a solo home run by Jared Jones. Blast to left field.
Mississippi State, Chris, and Starkville, they're starting to swing the bats up there a little bit. They're winning 21-2 right now over Grambling in the bottom of the 5th inning. Texas A&M leads Texas State and College Station 9-5. That's also in the bottom of the 5th. South Carolina leads North Carolina 2-0. So a big opponent. Midweek matchup for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, top 15 affair in Charlotte.
They're in the top of the 8th inning. And the only team tonight around the league that's trying to avoid a loss is Auburn. It's 4-4 against UAB in Birmingham in the top of the 7th.
So after a quick talk by Livingston, the pitch to Thompson, low and inside from Richter. Moves the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Tigers have 1 out. Travinsky with a double off the left center field wall. Down at second base, Josh Stevenson in to run for him. 2-1 to Thompson, stays away. The pitch outside. Now 3-1.
And this weekend, 6 of the 7 SEC series will start on Thursday. Only Kentucky and Georgia will play on Easter Sunday.
3-1 popped up onto the infield. Shortstop Kadu between second and third, battling the wind, but he's able to get a glove on it for out number 2 as Thompson pops out. We'll see Paxton Kling Playing 0 for 1, reach base by way of walk. Earned the base on balls in the third inning. He popped out to the first baseman Alvarez down the first base line. So again, a runner at second. Stevenson takes his lead. Pitch to Kling. Down in the dirt. Turnage chases it up the third base line. It's 1-0. Fans H&E Equipment Services, the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. For all of your rental needs, call 877-700-RENT or visit herentals.com today. Playing a 349 hitter. It takes a swing, but comes up empty. It's 1-1.
He tried to follow Big Bear up there on the scoreboard. It was a hack.
The 1-1 to Paxton. Fastball misses in. 2-1.
Mississippi State will travel to Alabama this weekend. The Bulldogs are 1-8. Alabama 3-6.
2-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Make it 2-2.
You look at two divisions. The Western Division is the one you want to be in. You got LSU and Arkansas both at 6-3. Everyone else with losing conference records. Bama, Auburn, and A&M are all 3-6, and Ole Miss and Mississippi State are both 1-8. Ooh.
2-2. Ground ball towards second. Scooped up by Kendrick. Pumps and fires to first for out number 3. LSU gets a solo shot from Jared Jones, his 9th home run of the year. 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1 man on. We now move to the top of the 6th. It's 8-2 LSU. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Tiger fans, your new favorite local delivery app is here. Download the ASAP app to get all of your game day needs delivered right to your door. All season long, make sure to use promo code TIGERS22. You'll score $5 off your order and automatically be entered in the winner ASAP dinner sweepstakes for a chance to win tickets to see the Tigers in action. That's promo code TIGERS22. ASAP.com is the official mobile ordering partner of LSU Athletics.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Battle of in-state schools here on a Tuesday night. Right now, LSU leading Nicholls 8-2 as we move to the top of the 6th inning. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Colonels. Kane, Turnage, and LeBlanc. Kane had a double driving in a run in the 2nd inning. Laid down a sac bunt in the 4th inning to advance runners. Kane will lead it off. He stands in. Bryce Collins, as expected, takes over on the mound. The first pitch, a called strike, and it's 0-1.
This will be the 7th appearance for Bryce Collins on the year. He's worked 5 2/3 so far.
Trying to get this breaking ball. Doesn't break. High and inside. Missing. Ball 1, 1-1.
He's allowed 4 hits and 8 runs. They've all been earned. He has 9 walks and 6 strikeouts.
1-1, breaking ball, swung on, slow bouncer to third. Tommy White charging in, the throw in the dirt, but again Morgan does his magic, digs it out for out number 1.
it's just, he makes plays like that short hop right on him. Looks so easy, but he was handcuffed here, and just, that is not easy to do. But he picks it every time. I mean, rarely do you see one fly out of that glove.
There in the bottom of the 5th inning, as you know, Travinski came in to pinch hit for Pearson. Who hit a double to left center field. Stevenson came in to pinch run. Now Stevenson takes over in left. As we see pinch hitter for Nicholls come to the plate. The first delivery from College, a called strike. There's one fouled off the bat of Kalura. And Collins gets ahead 0-2.
And Collins has struggled with his command. That's why he doesn't have many innings with those 9 walks and 5 innings pitched. But so far, been ahead of both batters he's faced.
Missing Lone outside with a fastball at 94. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kalura, a native of Hammond, Louisiana. Takes a swing and a breaking ball. Just got a piece to stay alive. Still 1-2. One-two delivery from Collins. Swing and a miss. Got away momentarily from Milazzo. He'll step into the infield grass. Throw to Morgan in time. Collins records his first Super 1-foot strikeout. 2 gone here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring Hunter LeBlanc, the center fielder, 0 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, and I love that at bat there from Collins. Starts off with a curveball first strike, then a couple fastballs. He fouled one off, and then he bounced the curveball. And as soon as Kalura saw the spin on that ball, he was committed to it after the first pitch being a strike.
First delivery here. Fastball low, 1-0 to LeBlanc. Strikeout victim in the 3rd. Popped out to Milazzo near the on-deck circle, 3rd base side. There's a swing and a miss. Evens it up 1-1. 2 out, top of the 6th. Tigers leading 8-2, 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Colonels 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. This one fouled into the screen above the 3rd base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunter LeBlanc. Reminder, TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue, home of our Jay Johnson show. Got all the games on all the time. Off speed, called strike, floated it in there just below the belt. LeBlanc caught looking. Collins with his second Super 1-foot strikeout. 2 Ks in the top of the 6th inning. And the Colonels go in order. 8-2 LSU leads. Tigers have Milazzo, then top of the order Dugas and Morgan. When we come back, this is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
8-2 our score here at the box. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. LSU will start it off with Alex Milazzo in the 9 spot, who had an RBI single last time. Then Gavin Dugas, followed by Trey Morgan, due to come to the plate here for LSU. As we have a new pitcher, right-hander for the Colonels taking over. Baron Sawyer on the mound for Nicholls.
Yeah, big fella, 6'6", 235-pound freshman out of Abbeville, Louisiana, went to St. Thomas More. And he's emptying the bench. The second outing of the year for Sawyer. He's gone a third of an inning. Allowed 1 hit, no runs, none earned, no walks, no strikeouts yet. So welcome to college baseball, really, Mr. Sawyer.
Both teams utilizing arms in this midweek affair, with both having pivotal conference series coming up beginning on Thursday. As Lazo digging in from the right side. Sawyer stepping off the rubber momentarily, checking the wristband. Now he steps back up, but that is pitch clock violation, so it will be ball 1.
Too bad, so sad.
You can tell Sawyer seemed to not maybe be on the same page with Turnage, so rather than get up there and misfire, he'll give up the ball 1. This pitch to Milazzo, a called strike on the first offering, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, as I mentioned, Milazzo effective at the plate tonight. Sack bunt to advance runners in the 3rd, and then had the RBI single in the 4th inning. The 1-1 to Milazzo. Little breaking ball there to get ahead 1-2. Mentioned
pretty good after the first one was a ball and you didn't even throw it to come back to 1-2. That'd take me about 15 minutes to get over.
The 1-2 in the dirt, even to count 2-2. I mentioned everybody emptying the bullpens tonight, both the Colonels and the Tigers. We mentioned it earlier in tonight's broadcast. What a battle between Nicholls and Lamar this past weekend. 19 innings. Longest conference game in Southland history. Colonels able to get the win. Here's the 2-2. Milazzo sends it foul. Right side. Keeps the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
What day was that?
I believe on Friday. It was game 1 of the series.
Yeah, this is the 12th pitcher of the night, the 7th for the Colonels.
Milazzo awaits the 2-2. Missing outside. Good take there by Milazzo to fill the count 3-2. Eventually, Nicholls won the game 9-8. Was the series opener. The Colonels and the Cardinals. 3-2 pitch. Missing outside. Milazzo will draw the leadoff walk. Gets us to the top of the order, and Gavin Dugas.
What's the longest we've ever called? I feel like it's up there in the teens.
Oh, it is in the teens.
16 maybe?
16 or 17 at Hoover.
With the fog.
Yeah, we got finished. I think we got back to the hotel around 2:30, 3 a.m.
I don't remember, but I bet I was a happy camper around 2 a.m. and there was no food open in Birmingham. Oof.
Milazzo off of first. Pitch to Dugas, a called strike from Sawyer. Dugas tonight, a base hit in the first. Sac fly RBI in the 3rd, then a double to drive in a run in the 4th. Gavin waits, and the 0-1. In the air, center field. LeBlanc going back to the track, to the wall, and it hits off the top of the wall. Milazzo around second as they're still trying to find the baseball. They'll wave him in from 3rd, and Dugas sliding in safely into 3rd base. Milazzo scores, and it's now 9-2 LSU. That one maybe 5 to 6 inches away from getting out of here straightaway center.
It reminded me of Trey Morgan's ball out to center field. What game was that? That was, we ended up, it was the Friday night Skeens game against Arkansas that we ended up losing, but Trey Morgan hit almost a carbon copy of that same home run or shot to center. Yeah, I think you're right. 8 to 10 inches from being out of here. But I'll tell you why that triple's interesting after this swing.
So with nobody out, already a run in. Runner at 3rd. Morgan goes to left field. Coming over, and Felix has it for out number 1, but well deep enough to allow Dugas to come in to score. And the Tigers now make it 10-2 as Morgan with a sac fly RBI.
Well, if Dugas gets another chance to hit, Chris, his first at bat he hit a single. His 3rd at bat he hit a double, and that at bat he hit a triple. See where I'm going with that?
Yep. Dylan Cruz standing in with one out. First pitch. This is inside. Fastball from Sawyer, and it's 1-0. Cruz tonight popped out his first at bat to Kendrick, the second baseman. A walk in the third, board on a fielder's choice in the fourth. This one missing outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Dylan Cruz. Dylan looking for his first hit tonight. Again, 0 for 2 on the evening. Sawyer's 2-0 pitch. That one a strike, caught the inner black. 2-1. To Cruz. Hammered just beyond the first base dugout. Catches the side wall. Evens a count 2-2. Tigers with an 8-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody on, 1 out. Baron Sawyer facing Dylan Cruz. 2-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, feels the count. Sawyer winds, payoff delivery. This is low and inside, ball 4 as Cruz earns his second walk of the night. Maybe 2 pitches to swing at in that at bat. So with 1 down, it'll be Tommy White. White tonight 1 for 3, 3-run homer straightaway center field back in the 3rd inning. Runner on, 1 down. White open stance from the right side. Pitch low from Sawyer, 1-0. Cruz takes his lead off of first. And a quick throw over, getting back to the bag. White's average now up to 371, 9 home runs on the year, 10 doubles. 1-0. This one gets away from Turnage all the way to the backstop. And Cruz will make his way to second base, and the Tigers again a runner in scoring position with just 1 away. Derek Jones on deck for the Tigers here.
And a lefty and a righty have started to toss for the Colonels.
Delivery in the air to right field. This one going back. Washington will just watch it into the diamond deck. Second home run of the night. 10th of the year for Tommy White. And it's now a 12-2 LSU lead. Opposite field, boom, off the bat of Tommy Tanks.
Yeah, it came off at 106 miles an hour, and he just has power to all fields. I mean, I'd be willing to bet more than half of his home runs have come to the right side of second base. And Tommy White with home run number 10 on the year. He is the first Tiger to reach double digits. White has 10, Cruz has 9, Jones now has 9, and Dugas has 9.
Jones stands in, had the solo shot where he loves to go. That scoreboard in left center field. First pitch. Strike at the knees to make it 0-1. Once again, the Colonels will initiate the defensive shift. 3 infielders left of second base. The 0-1 in the air, right field. Coming over, Washington, and the right fielder has it for out number 2. So 2 gone. Get the 10-run rule in effect, agreed upon by both coaches tonight. The Tigers now lead by 10, 12-2. We'll see Mike Silva, head coach of the Colonels, come out of the dugout. He's looking to the bullpen. He's going to make a change. Another pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Josh Stevenson looking to bat for the first time tonight. He'll face a new pitcher for Nicholls after this break. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 12-2 LSU. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard. The grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunnyquip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons for You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons for You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the box on a Tuesday night, LSU leading Nicholls 12-2. Still here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Tigers with 4 runs on 2 hits. We'll see a new pitcher, Alexander Lanus, checks in, a left-hander for the Colonels, as he'll face Josh Stevenson. Came into pinch run, now playing in left field. Breaking ball over for a strike, 0-1 to Josh.
Yeah, Lanus from Pembroke Pines, Florida, went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School. They can play some football down there.
The 0-1. Hit on the hands, evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. But many a star athlete come out of St. Thomas Aquinas.
Baseball too. Good buddy of mine was the head coach there for a long time.
Here's the 1-1 to Stevenson. Out in front, swing and a miss, falls behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans Dudley and DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. Fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. 1-2, the count to Stevenson with 2 out. Nobody on. Breaking ball misses too far inside. Evens it up 2-2. Dudley and DeBosier out on the field before tonight's game. Down there with the women's basketball team. Alexis Morris throwing out the ceremonial first pitch tonight at the ballpark. Swing and a miss by Stevenson on a breaking ball, and that is out number 3. So Lanus comes in, does his job. That'll end it. LSU adds to their lead. 4 runs on 2 hits. Tommy White with yet another home run, his 10th of the year, and it's 12-2. 10-run rule in effect. Last chance for the Colonels, down by 10. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for two to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 7th inning. Tigers leading 12-2. 10-run rule in effect for tonight's game. Bryce Collins continues his work on the mound. Another Jordan Thompson, another shortstop, this time for Nicholls. Steps into the plate. Sends one to right center field, but out there in center covering real estate, Dylan Cruz able to get over to it in time for out number one. One down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU.
Got to make this comment before it's too late. I mean, I know it's only been 4 batters, but he's getting pulled now, so I won't jinx him, but that's as good as we've seen Bryce Collins this year.
Yeah, very good outing tonight. Jay Johnson goes out, gives him a fist bump. That certainly puts a lot of confidence in Bryce Collins for the Tigers skipper as they'll make a pitching change here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning, with the Tigers leading 12-2, and call upon Micah Bucknam, a name that Coach Jay Johnson mentioned last night in his weekly radio show. So Bucknam takes over, a pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. 12-2, Tigers lead. Back after this is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox Internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with Internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers!
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
So we see Micah Bucknam take over on the mound for LSU. His Tigers leading 12-2, top of the 7th, 1 out. Another pinch hitter coming to the plate for Nicholls will be Eric Ordonez. Bucknam fires in on the hands, backs him up with a fastball. 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-0.
5th time out for Bucknam. He's worked 3 2/3, allowed 2 hits and 2 runs. They were earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts.
Swing and a miss. Got that fastball by him at 94, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Dunez, his 31st plate appearance of the year, batting .200. Right-handed hitter, the 1-1 Just missed the outside corner, 2-1.
Bucknam, 6'2", 195-pound freshman out of Abbotsford, British Columbia.
2-1, swing and a miss. A fastball, steady diet of heaters here from Bucknam. Gets a 2-2 count now to Ordonez.
Yeah, and they're all sitting there right at 94, 95 miles an hour.
With one out, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes, another 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Micah Bucknam. Enters the game, records a Super 1 food strikeout. 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here in the top of the 7th, leading 12-2 over the Colonels. And we'll have another pinch hitter for Nicholls. It'll be Braden Curriger.
And that was the 12th strikeout of the night for Tiger pitching. On the other hand, the Colonels only with 1 strikeout tonight.
This first pitch going to hit Curriger, the freshman from nearby Gonzales. So with 2 outs, Bucknam puts a runner aboard, hit by pitch. We'll see now if the Colonels. They'll go with Gerardo Villarreal. He'll bat for himself. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Had a sac fly RBI in the 5th inning to the Colonels' second run of the game. Flight out to center in the 2nd, was a strikeout victim in the 3rd. Runner aboard, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 12-2 LSU. Pitch on the way out in front with that swing on the off-speed delivery from Bucknam. Shows us he can dial it back some.
Nice breaking ball there.
It's 0-1. Checks the runner at first. There's a strike on the inside corner to get ahead, 0-2. Jack Merrifield playing second base defensively. Ben Napolt in at shortstop for LSU. A couple of defensive changes here in the top of the 7th. With 2 down, the 0-2 in the dirt outside. Milazzo doing a nice job.
How did he catch that?
With a backhand pick sliding to his right.
That was incredible.
So a runner at first, 2 down. Tigers lead by 10 runs here in the top of the 7th. Bucknam stares in. The 1-2, swing and a miss. And that'll do it. Tigers win by run rule. 9th time this year LSU's been able to do that. 12-2 is the final. Great job by Bucknam out of the bullpen. Had the hit batter, but then struck out 2. The final strikeout ends the game. So the Tigers pick up the win. Move to 25-4 on the season for the Colonels. They fall to 17-14. Coming up, Tigers travel tomorrow to Columbia, hopefully weather permitting, getting 3 games against the South Carolina Gamecocks at Founders Park beginning on Thursday night. Final here at the box, LSU 12, Nicholls 2. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.